Episode 54. Thank you all for listening to episode 53, Daytona Nights, the Ballad of Shane Falco. I'm Gary here with my co-hosts.
Shane Falco.
And?
Shane Falco.
I like it.
Well, back to Gary. Thank you. I have Shane Falco and clone Shane Falco. Or is it before Shane Falco and after Shane Falco?
No, Shane Falco, the OG.
I'm the elite Shane Falco.
And this is Shane Falco
He's not the
10
elite
years
Shane
later.
Falco, yeah. Smoking and drinking Shane Falco.
I'm the one that comes back and wins. Well, no, he doesn't win. Yeah, I come back and beat Dallas.
Shut up, Shane Falco.
Shane Falco. So, thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Check him out on Facebook at Wes Anderson Music. Thank you to Allwear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, who serves the Toledo and surrounding area, and not
Where did Shane Falco play football, Brandon?
Ohio State.
Does he serve Columbus? I don't know.
No, he was in Washington. Come on, Washington.
So Washington would probably be Tacoma.
No, if we're talking about the
It was
movie,
DC.
DC, yeah.
Oh.
Washington Sentinels?
Get it
Senators?
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so DC then.
Sentinels.
I was going to go with Columbus because he played at Ohio State. But
That's where I thought you were going with because, you're a Ohio State fan, and so.
Actually, I wasn't. I was going with... I couldn't remember
DC.
which Washington team it was. So
Well, there
it's
we
been
go.
a while.
Yeah,
I'll
DC,
watch
because they
that.
play at
Okay,
Redskins Stadium.
So Washington, D.C. So he
RFK.
So he does not mow the grass to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
no, not that White House. He would love to.
He
but-
would love to, yeah, if asked.
I bet they pay well, so yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but he's got to do a good job. And I don't think he can have, because Sean has some people that are employees that are of a different country south of the border. That
Well,
Trump might
that'd
not
be
want
one hell of a drive, too.
within his wall. He might not like it. So thanks to PNC, Verizon, and Charlie's Dodge. So let's jump right into this stuff. Justin on the Twitter, best real-life beefs in wrestling history. Besides the one we're going to mention later with Sid and Arn Anderson, which might have been a one-off beef.
I only have one, and I'm going to go with Matt Hardy and Edge.
What about Sean and Brett?
What was the question?
Okay,
Best
yeah.
real-life beefs in wrestling history.
Roast.
Roast?
Beef.
Beef roast.
Roast beef.
Oh.
Like Arby's.
I thought RB, roast beef.
Where they have the meats.
Yeah. I thought that's what we were talking about. We're not talking about that kind of beef.
Don't be talking about food, man. It's early in the morning. Okay, I'm hungry. I got my pumpkin spice coffee.
Why don't you
ready.
go to Burger King and get
Okay,
some 99 cent
I
flapjacks?
didn't go to Burger King.
Oh, you
Okay, you start talking about roast beef sandwiches.
So-
I get the monster roast beef sandwich. Get
The
some
monster.
cheese,
The
yeah.
monster. He's from Boston. The
Monster.
Haba. Get
So-
his teeth.
Yeah, you
So
get some
you
cheese
can't-
on it with that Arby's
No, so-
sauce.
Oh, time.
On Tuesday,
I'm out!
when I sent you that picture Tuesday of Samoa Joe and said
God damn it.
Brandon walking, did you see that? Did it show up as a
It
GIF,
just showed
though?
up as a picture, though.
Damn it. I'll
Okay.
just-
Anyways, I'm going to get back to this before I lose my train of thought. Before,
Yeah, determined. He's determined.
Walk into Burger King.
before I lose my train of thought. So you're telling me you can go to Arby's and get the goddamn monster, but you can't put in $3 a week to play NASCAR DraftKings with us today?
First of all, it's not like I go, every freaking day. I haven't been to Arby's in like
$3
6 months.
a week.
For what?
DraftKings NASCAR.
No, I don't do my banking online.
Oh my god, dude! It's an app. You got to remember, his wife controls his finances. Can we talk to your wife and ask her if she'll do DraftKings with us?
Next time you see her, by all means.
Okay, if you put in $25, that gets you...
So what do you put in, like a credit card number?
Yeah. And that gets you minimum... Actually, no, you could do it through PayPal, really.
Yeah,
But
I do mine through PayPal.
that gets you a minimum of 8 races because they're $3 a piece. So that's 24. So you have $1 left over. So if you win, then it gets you like another... What's winning normally? Like $14 or something? $15?
In our pool? Yeah, it depends on how many
we get
show
in.
up.
But
Yeah.
normally
So if
it's
you
like
lose,
that,
you
right?
just lose the money that you put in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
But then
bad.
you only have to do it once a week. So in all reality, if you put in $25, you have 8 races guaranteed you do. Simple as that. And if you win, you get 2 more.
And like
3 more.
him and I think Cody are all up when it comes to NASCAR.
Yeah.
You're just going to keep that
I'm up on
video
top.
playing
I don't
on.
know if I'm up
How
on
come you haven't
NASCAR.
put golf in?
Because there hasn't been a big turn. Actually, I got a text from
Is
a
the
guy
Masters
at
gonna be
work
the
who
first one?
plays, and he actually texted me. He goes, "Are we going to put golf in or what?" And I said, "Dude, I've just been busy. I forgot." I said, "But NASCAR is definitely getting put in."
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
I was waiting for you to turn off that video. I just thought you were going to let it play the whole entire time.
It's not a video. See, this is what happens when you take pictures on these
Picture,
phones.
whatever.
It's a
It's
GIF.
a picture, but it turns out to be a GIF.
Okay, a GIF.
See, like this one. Brandon rolling into Burger King.
Yeah, exactly. Determined.
Determined. No, we got some. We had some good times. Had some good pictures from wrestling on Tuesday. Went to SmackDown. If you look in the second row, we're on TV side. If you look second row to the right, I have a gray hat on, and my boy, after about 9 o'clock, 9:15, is dead asleep in my lap.
Cold.
Bear texts me and Brandon texts me. He is out cold, and I'm like, yep. And I got a text from his mother like, hey, is he in your shoulder? I'm like, yes. Is he breathing? Like, no. Are you kidding me right now? So I had to take a picture, send it. They're like, yes, he is breathing. He is alive. Do not worry about the boy. He is doing okay. But he made it till 9 o'clock. He wanted to see AJ Styles. He caught him at the end, barely. And I had Jake taking pictures for me. So you know how we take pictures? And you take a picture and it does this live video thing? He got it perfect. You'll like that.
Nice.
Caught at the end of the RKO.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice.
Yeah. So he did great on it. I'm like, nice job, buddy. And then
He
he
didn't
got
know
him,
what the hell he was watching.
Nope.
Yeah. He's
No
like,
idea.
What's this guy's name? Randy Styles? AJ Orton?
Is this Macho Man? Who is this?
What's his name? Mongolian Beef Joe?
Is that Batista?
Bautista?
Speaking of that, I saw he was with Jericho.
Yeah. Talking to
Sounds like
Jericho.
he may sign with AEW.
Potentially. So
I'm just saying. I just saw that.
we're going to talk about that because that's the next thing on the agenda.
Yeah,
So
we're going to go
sorry,
back to
it was
real
it
beefs.
popped in my head.
the beefs. Yeah, let's go real beefs real quick. Besides Arby's, Brett and Sean comes to mind.
Absolutely, Brighton Shaw.
Sid and Arn, which we're going to watch later. The video on it.
Yeah. And I said Matt and Ed,
Because
Matt
it's
Hardy. and Edge.
9:22 in the morning.
Matt and Adam. Yep.
Did you ever see that? If you're on the network, they do like the Rivals. It's
Oh shit!
Hold
on. You know what's not on the agenda that I just thought about? Damn it! We're gonna have to do this after SmackDown. Son of a bitch!
What's that?
I gotta add it in.
Okay, well,
Elimination Chambers today.
Oh yeah, it is
crap.
today.
I was too distracted with Daytona. It's Daytona Day, and
Yeah.
it's my mom's birthday. So
So happy
Daytona
birthday!
Day.
that's
And happy birthday.
That's quite a bit actually today. So
Okay, well,
after this, I got to go there, and I'm gonna watch Daytona, and then I got to get home to watch Elimination. Does that start at 7?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So like I was saying, if you go on Rivals and you look up Matt Hardy and Edge, their rivalry obviously was over Lita.
Rivalry.
Rivalry.
That's the word I struggle with.
Rivalry week. Rivalry week.
Yeah, it's a good one. You got to check that out because
It was a good one.
it was a good one. But yeah, I mean, there was some serious beef there. Some serious beef walking in right now.
Yeah, because
China.
Yes, she is beefy. Sorry,
May she rest in peace.
we have on
Yes.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre because we're going to watch that a little bit later as well. The Stone Cold Vince McMahon match. We'll get to there in a little bit. So we just have it on right now.
This is one of my favorite
China's
ones,
walking
so.
out with Triple H and X-Pac. Is this?
Shinsuke
Did she turn on him here or no?
Nakamura. I
think she does.
don't-
Yep, this is it. Because she's with Kane here, I think.
Oh yeah.
She's already turned. This is where Triple H turns. He goes to the corporation. I think.
Yep.
I think this is it. But yeah. So anyways, Elimination Chambers tonight. So we definitely
China Syndrome.
He's wearing a China shirt. Classic Triple H. So I don't even know all the matches to that
You
tonight.
broke my heart, Fredo.
Oh, and then he throws it in his face. In her face.
That's why she gets with X-Pac.
Aw.
Too soon.
Poor X-Pac.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Would you get with China? Would you have?
No, too muscular.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm not into that, man.
That's why I said, would you get with China? I just wanted the answer.
No.
No, not me. No, I'm not. No, muscular. Too muscular.
So what other beefs do we have there?
too muscular.
I'm just trying to think, man, because I mean, real beefs. I mean, there's not a
The
lot.
Rock and Cena. That was,
There was,
real,
yeah.
real beef going into it. Remember when he called him out on his
Fruity,
shit?
I love the Fruity Pebbles.
But then Fruity Pebbles, like,
it
John
just
made
took
money
off.
on it.
It just
Exactly.
took off.
He did. I mean, and that was. I know it was a real beef, but it wasn't like the other ones that we've had. You know, it wasn't that big. It's not like Cena.
Macho Man and Hogan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Macho Man and everybody. Macho Man had
Hogan and Warrior.
well, everyone in Warrior.
Yeah, you're right.
No one liked Warrior.
Hogan in the African American community.
No, that was Booker T.
Oh yeah.
That was Hogan later, but it's okay.
Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, Whitey.
Who? Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man and Bischoff. They're in one. Bischoff hates him.
I didn't know.
Why?
That.
Can you explain this?
He
Bob.
just because he didn't want to do a job, so he got fired, and Honky Tonk made up a whole bunch of bullshit. That's from Bischoff, but that's pretty much what it is. So now he calls him pretty much a fat, lazy piece of shit who is a terrible worker and should have never been in the wrestling business. It's kind of funny, actually.
What about one that's going on now? Bruce and Meltzer.
I don't. I mean, I think that's the same thing as everyone in Meltzer. But it's funny because Bischoff he goes and he rips him, and then he goes to.
He's like, I'll have a beer with him.
I'd have a beer with the guy, but he just spews bullshit, and it's funny. And Bruce, I think, actually, and Shivani hates him too. If you ever listen to that,
I still got to get on.
But
no,
no one in the wrestling business likes the dirt sheets besides the wrestlers that feed them. My opinion. So, anyways, I don't know what other beefs though. I'm actually trying to think of actual beefs that go throughout.
Yeah, that's public, yeah.
Right. There's not many that have come out there. They're normally, for the most part, semi-professional. Vince and Bischoff back in the day, but that's been smashed. Vince and a lot of people, though, promoter-wise. Crockett's he put out of business. He put WCW out of business. He put everyone out of business, pretty much. Everyone had beef with Vince. Would
you say Daniel Bryan and The Miz? I don't think they liked each other when I think some of that's pretty true.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, when Daniel Bryan first came out, you know how they were doing the NXT training stuff. That's when NXT actually started.
When was this?
It was like 2010.
Oh yeah, I wasn't watching that, so I don't remember.
Yeah, his Daniel Bryan's mentor obviously was The Miz, and I think there was some, and we saw it, this past year with them fighting at what was it, SummerSlam? Mm-hmm. So I think there was some beef, actual beef there. I don't know if there is any more like now, but. I think back then when Daniel Bryan debuted, I think there was.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even realize that, to be honest with you. So sorry.
All right.
Maybe Triple H in China.
You're okay. You don't need to apologize.
I am going to apologize for not being as knowledgeable as you.
It's okay. So let's go into AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Okay. Kenny Omega signed with.
You were pretty knowledgeable, about. Mean Gene's kid.
Knowledgeable, I didn't know that. Not acknowledgeable.
Knowledgeable, whatever.
Right. But I got it from podcast. I didn't know that. I just got it as information.
I'm sorry.
I love. What was that Wednesday when he said? Well, he was 54 and he opens
he could still be playing.
But you were right. He was with the Islanders. So All Elite.
Gordie Howe played at 52.
Kenny Omega did sign with AEW as a shock to nobody.
When did that happen? I didn't even see that.
We missed it covering it last week. We thought we had it, and we forgot to cover it last week.
That was our fault. Said, no surprise.
There was no surprise there. You have Double or Nothing, which they had a pre-sale. They sold out the pre-sale instantly, and then today, which will be yesterday when people are listening to this, they sold out in Vegas. First wrestling show to sell out in Vegas on the first day for Double or Nothing. Looking forward to it. The main event right now looks to be Jericho against Kenny Omega.
Okay.
2, I think it is.
The second one, yeah, they fought in New Japan. Kenny Omega won. It was Alpha versus Omega in that one, and then
great story.
Oh my God.
By the way, if you get a chance to watch the highlights of that stuff, it was actually pretty good.
And then the Jericho Cruise, which will now set sail in January of 2020 instead of October. Something to think about.
If I don't go on a cruise in October.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But this one is this one's good though. All Elite is now the wrestling promotion. They're going to be the wrestling promotion on the Jericho Cruise, replacing Ring of Honor. So this is huge.
Okay.
You're going to have a lot of these guys that were honestly there. Cody was there. Young Bucks were there. Kenny Omega was there. All these guys. And the Jericho Cruise is it'll be interesting to see the prices come out this year if it's going to be a lot more expensive than last year. It was cheap because we could have got the penthouse.
We could have got a ticket for $500 or something.
There's nothing. Yeah, it was inexpensive.
And me and the wife were actually thinking about it. If I didn't, what?
You're not going to tell anybody?
No, we were thinking about it last when they had.
I know it. So you weren't going to tell anybody?
Well, I had
Bear and I talked. I just thought he was. I don't have a job.
No, I had class, just like you have class now. I had class.
You cannot go on the Jericho Cruise next year. You'll be a teacher.
So. I will be. When is it? The 20th through the 24th?
Yeah.
You guys have school.
I do have vacation.
You can't take it in the first year.
Yeah, that's true. Good. Maybe in 5 years.
If you have
vacation as a teacher?
If you have it set up and you tell them, they can't deny you pre-planned vacation.
Well, they could. They just say, it's a precursor, we're not going to hire you.
Then you just go somewhere else.
Right.
But most places don't do that. If you tell
Most.
them, you know, hey,
schools,
look,
I don't know. I've never really worked for a school, so
even when people tell us, you know, they'll tell us, oh, hey, look, I've already had this vacation.
That's
set
like
up.
Jake.
I'm like, okay,
No, that's
great.
That's Jake. Jake's going to be working at the casino here in 4 weeks, and he just bought a place in the Point, by the way. He's going to be closer to you, and then he also he's going to work at the casino. Wanted to get closer down there, and then he told them, because we've got shows coming up in April, which we're going to have to figure out how we're going to record that time, because I'm leaving Wednesday after we record, and I'm not coming back till the following Friday. So we might have to record on like a Friday, which we'll see. Or
I mean,
for the sports show. I know we record on Sunday for wrestling.
Depending on what's going on, you know, we can skip weeks. It's okay. I know that we put this out every week, but if people have things going on, like next week, I may not be here. I don't know. Or I guess this upcoming week. Depends when I leave. I have to go down to Kentucky, so we'll see.
We can record in Kentucky. Where are you going to be?
Bowling Green, Kentucky area.
When are you leaving?
I don't know. I mean, I think it should be Thursday. I think we're going to leave Thursday morning, but there's a talk that we may leave Wednesday mid-afternoon, which means I'd have to go down there. So we'll see. It just depends.
And if we have to move the day, that's the luxury of this, so we can move the day if we need to. Or when do you get back?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be gone. I think I'll be back Friday night or something like that. We're coming back up.
We could potentially do it Friday or Saturday. You know, whatever works. We'll figure it out. And like you said, we do like this weekly episodic thing. We don't want to have to skip one. That would be crappy. But since we've gone every week.
Right. I mean, it's easy to do, but at the same time, people have, just like, you know, you got to go places, got to do things. People have stuff to do. So
absolutely. And so
we won't miss. I mean, we can still get in all our golf picks and everything, so we don't miss. But that's just.
We do call-in. That'd be a call-in show. You just got
text in.
We call you like, all right, Bear, what do you got for us? Put you on the show like we used to do with Homeboy over here.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I would say you could do it here, but I'd have to leave my computer behind and all this stuff, and that'd be kind of tough when I'm gone. So let's just go right into the Raw recap. So opened up with Becky coming out. Shane and Stephanie were there, or not Shane and Stephanie, excuse me. Triple H and Stephanie come out and tell her she is suspended and she's not going to fight at WrestleMania unless she apologizes to Triple H and Stephanie. So she thinks about it all day. Everybody gives her shit most of the day and advice. So at the end of the show, she does say, I'm sorry. And Triple H is like, you made the right decision. Congratulations, you're going to WrestleMania. And she's like, wait, what? That's it? And, you know, earlier in the night, she's talking about fighting. I'll fight anybody. Nobody's going to get in my way. I'll fight Triple H. I'll fight Stephanie. I'll fight the old man. So at the end of the show, Vince, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He comes out after he gives that.
Which is crazy. He was in Saginaw, by the way.
Right.
Like, out of all places, like, really, Vince?
I thought they were in Grand Rapids.
They were in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
What was Saginaw? Must have been a live show?
Live show. Yeah, they were in Grand Rapids on Monday. And then, so the best part was Vince just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. He's like, you're not the man. I'm the man.
I like
so
that.
I love that too. And so
because that opened SmackDown, which was nice.
She might be fighting the old man now.
Yeah, no, that won't happen. So, you know, now we saw he's like, we need somebody that is basically gets in their line and stays in it and doesn't get out of line. So he suspended her for 60 days. He's like, which is 5 days after WrestleMania. So we need somebody that does this, and the other. And he brings out Charlotte Flair. And so she's going to go to WrestleMania. And it is going to be the main event. They basically announced it there that it's going to be the main event.
You know, I was going to
ask that. And then on
that,
SmackDown, but SmackDown, Charlotte did say main eventing WrestleMania. Now, we know they all say main event. There's like 3 or 4, but I think that will close the show.
I think it should. I think it should.
It might.
I think it's time. I think it's time.
Well, I have a discussion about that later. I believe I put it in here. Final thoughts. Yes, I do. Okay, so we'll get into that later.
We can hit on that at the end.
But so that was the big thing that happened. And then, you know, as we saw, Charlotte is going to be there, so it looks like it's going to be a triple threat. This is how they're going to build a story. It reminds me of Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30. They built him up. He had to beat Triple H, and then he beat Orton and Batista in the final match. You know, he made Batista tap to win the title. Same thing's going to go on here. Like, I bet you it mirrors 30. Becky comes in, has to get her way back in, gets through the whole process, gets to the title match, triple threat, wins the thing. I think that's how that goes down. I'm interested to see, which also people have missed, where the hell is Asuka? She wasn't there last night. She
Yeah.
hasn't been there 3 weeks.
Well-
I'm like, she's your SmackDown Women's Champ.
Yeah, exactly.
Haven't
I
seen
was
her.
wondering the same thing. Again, I mean, I don't know if you're done with your Raw recap, but
There's a big. The other big thing there that happened was Bobby Roode and Glorious Gable they lost
they
the titles
lost,
to the
yep.
Revival.
Yep.
And here now this is where AEW comes in. Revival was one of those teams that could leave to go to AEW.
Yep.
Throw the titles on them. Vince is. I don't know if he's scurrying. Like he's scared, man. And then when we saw earlier in the week on Wednesday when they sold out Double or Nothing, I saw the top tweet was Dolph Ziggler, and it's kind of doing a hand clap to Cody Rhodes and to Jericho. I'm like, he would help them tremendously. He would be a top, and he's a mid card to top guy.
Can you imagine
But
like Dolph and Omega?
that's what I'm saying,
oh
man.
My gosh.
Like Dolph is a guy that can lead your company, and he's somebody that I do want to see go over there because he could be the top guy.
Yeah, I like Dolph.
I do too.
I don't like him as much as our buddy
AJ Styles,
J.A. Alex.
J-E double F.
No, I don't like him.
J-A double R.
I don't like him as much as Alex, but no, I like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. J-A Rhea.
Yeah, J.A. Rhea. No, but I like Dolph, and you're right. He could go there. He could. I mean, like I just said, can you imagine him and Omega? I mean, they would put on it would be a great match.
It would. It would be awesome.
And the build-up would be awesome.
Yes, it would. And it would be nice to see if they could get something like that to happen. But usually it doesn't. So, I don't know. Seth Rollins, he shook. This was kind of interesting. So he had a final warning from Paul Heyman, kind of shook it off. And there was this big controversy behind Dean Ambrose coming out. And he came out and he was supposed to say a lot more than he did. And he's like, I only got one thing to say to you. Slay the beast. That's it. That's all I said to him. I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
And then he sat down, and he ended up beating EC3. EC3 beat him the week before, so I'm like, okay, it's interesting to see what's going to happen here.
They said that Dean went off script again.
Yeah, I think this is all a work.
Yeah, I think it's
I really
too.
do.
It's more and more every week. It's becoming more.
They're trying to. I feel like they're trying to make him CM Punk from 2011.
Okay.
I really do. I kind of see it.
He's
happening.
gonna
Have a pipe bomb.
Yeah.
He could. And you know what? He should take Renee with him and let her just still call all the shit. That'd be awesome. Elias had Kalisto and Lucha House Party up on doing the guitar thing.
Yeah.
Kalisto played a quick little thing, and he's like, hold on, you want to do a duet with me? He's like, let me get my guitar. Grabs it and just smashes it over Kalisto. Nia Jax and Tamina beat the Boston Hug Connection and the Riot Squad. So I think they have to enter first, don't they?
Liv Morgan and
Yes.
yeah, they have to enter first against. We'll get on that.
We'll get onto that to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Finn beat Drew McIntyre via disqualification. And then they had a triple threat match where Finn, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman beat McIntyre, Lashley, and Corbin. Kevin Owens, he was at a bowling alley, and he's going to return.
Why was he at a bowling alley?
Because he's still injured. He was at.
Well, I know that, but why?
They just videoed him at a bowling alley,
Okay.
and he basically said, "I'm going to return. I don't know when, but I'm going to be there." So I think he'll be at WrestleMania. Maybe as a, I don't know if it's
during Raw they showed this.
Yeah, missed it. And then, like we said, Dean Ambrose beat EC3. So, Brandon, what was your take on the whole Becky Lynch thing, or Bear, either one?
The suspension.
Yeah, like how
Yeah,
they did that, and the swerve and Vince coming out and putting Charlotte in it.
Well,
Kind of wish they would have left it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I wish they. I was. They caught me off guard. I mean, I was looking more as like Steph and Becky are going to fight. Get the whole Vince and Stone Cold thing going on with Stephanie and Becky. But obviously that didn't happen. But I think you're right with 30. They're going to try to do the same thing, like what Daniel Bryan had to do. We'll try to do it with Becky. I don't know who. I mean, obviously she'll have to fight Ronda and Charlotte, but fight somebody. Maybe she will fight Stephanie. Or no, that because she already apologized. So I don't know. Vince again, caught me off guard. I didn't expect that, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I think that it will be this triple threat that is going to happen. In my opinion, Charlotte versus Becky versus Ronda. I don't know the whole angle part of it. Like I said, I just saw the clip going into SmackDown, as I know we're going to go into there, but that's just what I saw. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, and I wouldn't be surprised if it headlines WrestleMania either. I really do think it's time, and I think they will do that because, like I said, they're putting on great matches anyways. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have those 3 headline WrestleMania, especially in New York. So I think it will be a triple threat. I don't think it's just going to be Charlotte and Ronda or Becky will go somewhere else. I do think it'll be the 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure, Brandon?
Yep.
I hear you. Oh, yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
To win, Coach O'Ryan, sir. All right. So let's go into the SmackDown recap. So you guys saw it. It's different, obviously, as we know, to be at a live event because I didn't know the Gauntlet match was taking place. And then obviously it did. And then I I looked up and saw Gauntlet, but I didn't pay attention to it because there was so much other stuff going on. We could talk a little bit about SmackDown recap. Charlotte came out first. By the way, Bear, my son's sitting with me, and he says, "Wait a minute, that's Uncle Bear's girlfriend." And I just laugh at him, and I was like,
"That was good."
If you go back, did you record it?
I did not. No.
Okay, I'll have to show you when we're done. I'll go in quick. Like it starts, and Charlotte's coming out. And you can see as she's, coming down the ramp and she rounds to go to the stairs, you see Grayson just waving at her. And I'm like, he's waving at Uncle Bear's girlfriend.
That's funny. It was good, and it was a good start to the show. I like how they opened with the clip of that and then her coming out. Her promo wasn't that great, though.
No, I did like how she said, "Shut your mouth" at the end, because we're sitting there. The guy was right next to us, a few over, and he said that, and I was laughing hysterically when she said that. So that happened. Not many matches went on. Carmella, by the way, oh my God.
Yeah, and that
in
was
person.
Actually, most of them that came out.
Well, I took my dad. So my dad calls me and says, I won't get into too many words. I'm going to save it for off air, but he likes Naomi. This is what he basically got to. He's like, I liked her. I didn't see you guys, but I liked her. He didn't see us on TV, and as you said, you could say it on here. You noticed us immediately.
Right, I did. And I don't want to say on here why, but I will. I mean, and it's nothing that is offensive, but your kid has a huge head, and that's not saying because you have a huge head.
Thank you.
I mean, and it's just a fact. It's a fact of life, and he'll grow into it eventually. He's just 5.
I think
he
has a more giant head than me. Let me see your hat. I'm going to test something. Let me see your hat. Let's see how big my head is compared to yours.
Oh, you're going to wear that Notre Dame shit?
This didn't happen.
Ugh. Let's see.
Let's see. How does it fit you?
Like a hat?
No, this fits me pretty loose. This head's bigger than mine.
Yeah, but Brandon has some hair.
Yeah, some
more than you. So
sparingly.
If you put that mop on you, I could see it.
Probably about the same. Yeah,
I could see it.
Yeah, I think it's about the same if he takes the mop off.
Okay, so you guys both have big heads. Buddy. Well, your kid has a big head and he's 5. So
his is enormous.
And that's how I found
you.
He
wears I don't even want to say child's hats don't fit him. He wears an adult hat and it looks right on him.
He might have a bigger head than me, honestly. And I'm 27 years old. It'd
be
pretty damn close.
It'd be pretty damn close. So yeah, you saw.
I don't have a big head.
I see your kid's monster head, and I thought you said big head. So I tell him, and he's like passed out. He passed out after 9 o'clock, and you guys saw him passed out in my lap. You're like, he is out cold.
That's why I said. Well, because it took a couple times. We went back through, and I was like, dude, is he? Because I thought maybe he was scared because of an entrance.
Down.
So I couldn't see, and then next thing I know, he's still laying there on your shoulder, and I'm like, dude, he's got to be out cold.
And then when AJ and them were fighting, he's like laying straight on me, just. He's out like a light, and it was okay. I tried to wake him up. Everybody around us tried to wake him up when AJ came out, and it was funny as shit. Like he enjoyed himself, but he was funny, and he had his little AJ Styles sign that he held up. We were hoping to when they did the preview commercial that you guys would see it. We didn't. But
I didn't make that preview commercial.
Yeah, it either way it was fun. We had a good time. Grayson loved it. Jake understood it.
Yeah, the whole time, every time I looked, he just looked like he had the most blank stare on his face. And he doesn't know a lot about wrestling, so I don't blame him, but it was just like blank stare every time they panned over.
He's like,
I didn't even realize he was there till like 9:30.
You said 9:30.
You couldn't. I mean, you couldn't miss him.
No, it
didn't even realize.
Fit in with the rest of the Toledo crowd.
Right.
In all honesty.
No, it was packed. It was a good show. We had a good time. We were super close, and we bought those tickets like 5 days before the show. So the fact that we got center, as you saw.
My wife was pissed, by the way.
Why?
he got front row.
I was in the second
I'm
row.
like, hey.
I mean,
I offered. We were in the second row. You guys would have had
Yep.
fun. It was only $100 a piece.
if I didn't leave work at 7:30 that day, I would have. But I had a good feeling that was going to happen. So, like I said, I just caught it. Right when I got home, I turned it on. And it was like 7:58. I was like, oh, perfect timing.
Yeah, I got home like
We got to see Heavy
Right about that
Machinery.
time.
Otis from Heavy Machinery. The guy's so
And then
fun to
did
watch.
they? I know 205 is after, right?
Yeah, we left.
But did Orton do anything after they do a quick dark match, or they just do a switch over?
They did a switcher. They're like, stay for 205 live. We took off.
Wow. Okay.
Because that was live on the network after. We were like, I was like, my kid is done. Like, I'm out of here.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, me and the wife usually stay if it's a good main event because they do the show, then they do 205.
If they were going to
I
do a
think when
dark
we
match
all
main
went-
event, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we all went,
Like I figured they would have had Styles Orton do an actual, like a 15-minute.
So they didn't announce it.
All they said was stay tuned for stay here for 205 live. That was it.
Yeah.
And I was
Wow,
like,
usually like in the
Not like
beginning,
it
like
used
right
to
before
be.
they go on air, they're like tonight the main event. AJ and I think
That's what
I
they
think-
used to do.
Yeah, I think
don't
when we
they
went
do it anymore.
I think when we went, it was I think you guys dipped after 205, but it was
no, we did before 205.
Yeah, it was
we
Jeff
were gonna
Hardy.
Stay, but
yeah, it was
then
it
we
was
were
good.
up, like up
yeah,
top
we
in
were
the
up.
suite
Yeah,
area.
that was
Yeah.
nice. We
And
had
then-
the own section. We had those awesome huge drinks.
Yeah.
The last time we went,
Let's get to the bar.
the last time we
vodka
went,
drinks. We had our own personal bar. That was sweet.
yeah,
Sorry.
the last time we went was Jeff Hardy and the Miz, worked the crowd and everything like it was a live event.
Oh,
It
he
was
did,
pretty good.
He did yesterday, too.
I like that. That was good.
That promo?
Both them as face, and I knew when he said it was my favorite baseball team. I knew he was going to say the Mud Hens, which was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then came with the Holy Toledo. So I mean, it was good. They really put Toledo over last night.
Yeah, they did. And Miz came out, during commercial, and he was out in the crowd. I was like trying to get Grayson up towards him.
Yeah.
Because he likes the Miz. So at least he got to see the Miz because he really likes the Miz. It's
good.
And he, because it's one of his wrestlers, and he loves Seth Rollins. And he'll do the song. He makes me listen to AJ Styles. By the way, he memorized AJ Styles song. It's not hard, but he memorized it immediate, right? And he listens to AJ or Seth Rollins, and he says, "Burn it down" in the opening. And he said, "What did he say?" Burn it. He said, "Party Town." He thought he said "Party Town." Party Town. I'm like, he says "Burn it down," and so now he says "Burn it down." But
to push a little bit off of that, which this is what I don't understand. So they've been touring the area, right? Elimination Chamber is literally today. SmackDown was Tuesday, and they're doing Elimination Chamber in Houston. But Fastlane, I think next month is in Columbus, right?
they should have done that
So
elimination
why
chamber
would
here.
that would be, or do Columbus or Cleveland or Detroit? Like I would have went to that. That would have been sweet. But I don't understand why they
Well,
go to
didn't we say
Houston and then
In March, what?
because
and it-
Fastlane sucks, man. I don't want to go see Fastlane.
Well,
We
we
went.
went for free.
Yeah, we got to see Brock Lesnar. Who did you play?
AJ Styles
Roman?
and Jericho, Brock and Roman.
And it's still a pay-per-view, which is sweet, but
When
still,
did we
like,
go? When was that?
14 or 15.
okay, I thought it was 2 years
Because AJ
ago,
fought
so it's a little
Jericho.
bit. Okay.
That was the.
Was AJ still there?
still there?
I mean, was AJ there?
Yeah, he fought Jericho.
So it had to be 16
Maybe
then,
it
because he
was
came in
16.
15, didn't he? 15 or 16?
He came in 14.
14?
When was the Death Ride home? Was that was Raw?
Oh, that was wrong.
God, that was Raw way before your
And
watch.
I wanted to frickin' kill Gary.
Dude, that was great.
No,
My ex-wife wanted to kill Gary, too. I was having a blast.
He's like,
We were
I was
almost
so
out of
pissed.
gas. It was a blizzard. It
where's
was,
Gary's flying down the road freaking 60 miles an hour. I'm like, dude,
I thought it was
freaking
fantastic.
skating rink out here.
who
Yeah.
said 16?
You said 16.
No, he said 14. I said 15 or 16.
You're right. It was 16. It didn't
Rumble,
start till
right?
15. 16 Cleveland Fastlane is when we went. So this was 3 years ago.
That's right.
Okay.
So we had the
And no, it is in Cleveland this year, by the way.
Colis-
Not Columbus, I'm pretty sure, because I saw Quicken Loans
Is
was I did see Quicken Loans, so I'm assuming it's at Quicken Loans Arena.
Is it in Cleveland again?
I thought I saw.
Yeah, you're right. It's in Cleveland. It was in Columbus last year. That's what I messed
And
up.
that's what made me a little bit mad about, because I was like, well, why wouldn't they just have, I mean, they're here. Why wouldn't they just have Elimination Chamber here? Like, that would be perfect.
So they had, when we were there, Becky wasn't quite big yet, but her and Sasha beat Team Bad, Naomi and Tamina. Kevin Owens beat Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. He was already the champ. Big Show, Kane, and Ryback beat the Wyatt family.
Oh, there you go. That's good.
Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. They were with Bray Wyatt. Charlotte beat, with Rick, beat Brie Bella. AJ beat Chris Jericho. Curtis Axel with Adam Rose and Bo Dallas and Heath Slater beat R-Truth. And then Roman Reigns beat Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar for the number one contender for the
Wasn't
World
that when
Heavyweight
like Brock
Championship.
like threw somebody went flying through a freaking table when oh man I got to revisit it, but yeah, I mean seeing Brock in person, I've never seen him before.
Oh, dude, he's huge.
And when you hear that music, like you hear his song when it hits, but like when it hits,
Bum, bum,
Dude.
ba-dum,
You know
bum,
what I miss
bum,
when
bum,
that
bum.
hits is Taz. When he always, oh, here comes the pain. All the time. Every time that's what Taz would say. And it was the greatest thing ever. I miss that. I wish I'd still do that.
So, like we were talking about, Naomi and Carmella beat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and the Iconics. So, fun fact here. Iconics, did you notice, never got in that match?
yeah,
Nope. They just did not. They were sitting right there. I saw the whole time.
Well, they were sitting right there.
They weren't even on
asses
the
in my
apron
face.
half the time.
So, I know they jumped off.
They jumped off.
And they were
and
just clapping at the end like, yay, this happened. They won.
then they attacked.
Yeah, then they attacked him. And then how about that, like you go back to the Usos, that sweet chin music. Both of them.
Right.
Right to
Shane
Money.
took it.
Shane took it. Yeah. And
He
Miz-
even said that you even look at him and he says,
no,
"Good shot."
I was looking at him like because the like you see Usos that you don't see it on TV probably, but they're both just like they're both turned to the side. And
Oh, no,
you
they
just-
showed. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
showed
showed
on
it.
the slow-mo.
I mean, it was right.
I mean,
on
did
one.
you hear? Did you see him say now?
Yeah, no, it was the slow-mo. It was right there.
So you saw him say
you
now.
could see him mouth it. I mean, it was in...
Okay.
I don't know if they did the sound on that one or not, but I mean, the one... I was more focused on the one that Shane... I mean, he took that boot. He took it the shoe right to the face.
Oh, he did, and that was just like in the beginning when I get the text, the Hills are alive. I'm like, oh hell yeah, earlier in the night. So they were alive. I'll tell you
Dude,
that.
I'm telling you.
All right, before we go into any... Are you done with...
There's-
So
No, there's more. I wanna-
I don't usually bring my wife into this, but she was the one that wanted me to ask you that question. Are they bigger in person?
She looks better in person, and they are humongous. Like
It's insane.
it, like, and I,
They didn't
I
move
had,
a lot
I had
either.
to look at her. I had to look at her from behind. So I'm like, just sitting there. I'm like, poor bear. I wish she was here.
Turn around!
Oh, she was funny though, man. She knows how to work a crowd, just like her. Not as good as her dad, of course. Nobody will ever be as good as Rick,
But still good, though.
but still very good. So Kofi, the big thing here, Kofi got his due. He was in a gauntlet match for 53 minutes.
I thought an hour.
So
I think he hit an hour, right?
he might have hit an hour. So to start it, he beat Daniel Bryan, and then he beat Jeff Hardy, and then he beat Samoa Joe.
Yep.
AJ comes out to kind of save him as he was
and
taking
Samoa was
the coquina
yes,
clutch.
Yep,
And
outside the
he
ring.
hit him. Joe runs away. AJ like, you don't have to do this, and he did. He broke the 60-minute mark. You were right. It was blatantly obvious what was coming next because there's only a minute in the show, as you guys saw.
Right.
AJ beat Kofi via submission. You got the calf crusher, and then
Orton's music
Orton's
plays.
music plays, comes out of nowhere, literally ends the show.
RKO,
Like,
1,
I didn't
2,
know
3,
what
and
it
it was
looked like
over.
on TV.
That was
because,
it. It was-
like as
that
he's
was
pinning him, as they count 3, like it's going off. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh shit,
it
he
was
cut
a-
it damn close.
And of course, like I said,
And I think he was under the ring, like I said.
my TV is, behind you guys. And of course, when you're there, it's obviously, even farther behind. So, yeah, it's like it's like literally 10 o'clock. And I'm like, where the hell is Randy Orton? And then you send me the text or something. You said the
Yeah,
text.
I said out of nowhere,
Yeah,
and
out of
well,
nowhere.
Randy made his pay for the
And
day.
I'm like, oh, and then it goes
Yeah,
black.
so
I was like,
Randy
okay.
made his money today.
5 seconds, and it was over.
All right, so
So, well, before we
Go
get
ahead,
out,
bud.
before we get out of SmackDown, we'll go into Jason's questions since
Oh, you
they're
wanna do that? Okay.
they're all about SmackDown and they're all for you.
Okay.
So we're just
do
gonna
it.
end with that, and then we'll go right into this. Sorry, I shouldn't say end with it. We're gonna end the SmackDown segment with that, starting with Jason's questions. So, question number 1.
Yep.
The women's triple threat tag team match. How did the talent look from your POV? We already kind of discussed that, but
So how do
go
they
ahead.
look? Naomi has a killer body in person. Unreal.
She's thick with 2 C's.
Yes.
Okay. Curious.
She looks good. Like when she did the bounce splits on other girl, I'm like, oh shit. And then the Iconics, they were right in front of me. I was just staring at their ass the whole time, and it was okay. But Carmella's honestly, Carmella just caught me, and I'm like in awe of her. I'm like, because we always thought she was very good looking.
Right.
See her in person, you're like, oh shit. Like, damn, she is damn good. And she came right by us, all that shit. I'm like, man. And I wanted to take pictures at times, but I'm like, I would look like that creeper. I'm not doing it.
Probably a good idea. If Sasha was there, Jason probably would have required a picture. So
Oh, if Sasha was there, I may have taken one for him.
he would have approved. I mean, that's what you give him for the questions he gives each week. I think that's fair payment, right?
Yeah,
Just a
but you
picture
can
of
see,
Sasha.
like, that was one of the GIFs
Yeah.
as you could say.
Yep.
There was another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, did you get a good glimpse of this one?
No, I did not.
But yeah,
right.
definitely the money.
Question number 2 from Jason.
Yes, sir.
Does Daniel Bryan smell the same as he looks? Stoned? Question mark.
He didn't get close enough for me to smell him, but I could imagine. I feel for Kofi. He had to smell that the whole time
For 30 minutes, yeah.
For 30 minutes. But as you guys can see, this is what I wanted to show you. So you saw this on TV. This is where I want you to see. I'm going to show you a picture of how it's empty on the other side, on camera side. Mm-hmm. So this whole side over here is empty, obviously, and there's a few people
Yeah, you get
next
the
to
first
cameras.
couple rows, right?
Yeah,
Side.
and then you've got one guy. You can see this, 1 to 2 people sitting next to the camera there.
Right.
So that's it.
Yeah, we when I
But
when
you
I went
could.
last time.
I took that for Bear just so he could get it.
Yep. It looks
So
good.
it was good for Bear.
Yeah, when I went last time, it was the same thing. We kind of sat on that side. We kind of sat in the corner though, and we looked to the left of us, and there's a row, bunch of people. I mean,
Oh, I didn't realize I got that too.
Okay. Nice. I like it.
there's a big section of people, and then just next to them is nothing for like the whole entire side, and so it's kind of funny how.
I sent you guys that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
We've seen the pictures. We can keep going through
exactly.
this.
Keep going.
I'm
Keep
going
through
to
this,
I'm going to lose my train of thought.
Finish your damn train
Well,
of
I'm
thought.
trying to, but he keeps on pulling up
Christ.
16 different pictures.
How come you can't talk at the same time? He can ask me questions. I'm going to still show you.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, the Huntington Center only holds, what, 8,000?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean,
for them
10, but when they block off seats.
when they block off
Well,
about
and they block off the
4,000.
Titans, right,
Speaking
and
of
all that
DB
shit.
though, his they still sold 10,000. They sell more. You got to remember the floor adds seats.
No, I know.
And Daniel Bryan's title though in person, awesome. That's sweet in person.
That's the black one, right?
No, he's got
No, it's that
the hemp title.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he put that one in. Yeah, it's
All right,
weird.
now
It's
go,
actually
Bear.
sweet in person. Go ahead, Bear.
Okay. Question number 3. Did Charlotte have a roll of quarters in her front pocket? It was tough to tell watching on the telly.
I was standing behind, so I don't know.
Thank you. I just wanted you to answer that because, Jason, that was a dick question.
Was he trying to say she
Literally
has a
and
penis?
physically. Number 4. Can you believe the Miz's favorite minor league baseball team is the Mud Hens?
He's from Cleveland, so
It probably is.
minor league team, Lake Erie Monsters, probably.
Most likely. Well, they're like AA. That doesn't count. I think it's.
Well,
I
Lake
think
Erie
Columbus.
Monsters
Well,
is
Columbus might be.
AHL team.
Well, he said minor. That's minors. It doesn't
Yeah,
say
hockey,
baseball, right? It just says minor
It just
league.
says minor league baseball team.
Oh, does it say baseball? Mm-hmm. Oh, then Mud Hens. Sorry.
Number 5. Name the loudest pop of the night and explain it.
Okay, you guys couldn't have seen this because it happened during Kofi and Daniel Bryan's match. And I tell you what, the biggest pop is the New Day. I mean, they're out here throwing pancakes. So commercial break, we want pancakes, all this stuff. I didn't know it was on commercial because I wasn't watching the camera. I'm watching the event. And then Daniel goes and gets a mic. I don't think this was on the show. Was it on the show, Daniel going and getting a mic?
No.
It's like, you people need to shut up. Nobody wants pancakes. And you just see them throwing pancakes everywhere.
I don't know.
And then everybody's chanting, we want pancakes. That, and then Kofi making it and keep winning. The pop just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he got his due. And a lot of people in Toledo, as you know, diehard hockey fans, diehard wrestling fans. So they always get a huge pop there in Toledo.
Yep. Especially when you were, because Big E was wearing the walleye jersey earlier, too,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool. And had the hockey stick.
And
the
we,
visor. I
we
thought
didn't
was
see
funny.
that. None of us saw that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, they
So
put
you
that
saw
for us.
that.
I thought it would have been on the
They don't
big
put that.
screen.
I don't know why they don't put that on.
Right, so some of the
I
stuff
think there was a match going on, though, at the time. That's probably why.
Oh, there might have been.
I think there was. I think that
Yeah.
was the women's triple threat.
But yeah, probably I would say that definitely it was commercial when that happened. AJ gets a pop, but his music came on and he ran and
Right.
he got there and that was it. So nothing real there. Orton's RKO got a decent pop, because it was out of nowhere.
Right.
But yeah, it had to be the pancake incident. It was fantastic.
Number 6. Do the wrestlers still put each other in a 5-minute headlock for commercial breaks? Such a stupid question, but I love it.
No,
Number
I mean,
Damn it.
Carmella could put me in a 5-minute headlock with her legs
I was going
for
to say
during
which
commercial break. but-
which had
Yep.
last question. Since
Alrighty then.
last question. Since you were official... Okay, that should be officially. I should have spell checked this before he did. That's why I always had to spell check his stuff before he sent out emails. Since you were officially on SmackDown TV, can you now state, quote-unquote, OTL Sports Pod Wrestling Edition as seen on SmackDown in your opening comments of the podcast?
Well...
We could, Jason, but he didn't bring a sign, so no one knew. But he was sitting camera side, second row, and could have had a sign up the whole time.
But we were there. Half of us were there on TV. So, yes, we can open with, as seen on SmackDown Live on whatever day that was. So, how many days? Gosh, it was 5 days ago.
12th?
Yeah, 12th. Yeah, I mean, we could, but we won't because I talked about taking a sign, but I was more concerned about my kid's little 8x10 AJ Styles picture he drew. So, yeah, there's that. Is that all he had?
That was it. That was his 7. It was all for you. We had no other questions for us, and I like most of those questions except the Charlotte one.
I'll give you Jeremy the perfect discussion. We'll just keep on that, and then we can go elsewhere. And you know what? I'm thinking that this is kind of running longer than I anticipated. Again, because we forgot about Elimination Chamber. This is going to be longer than the sports one. I think we need to save the Sid stuff for next week again, even though we talked biggest beefs.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll save that for next week. So
we still have to watch Austin McMahon.
I know. In the meantime, get that started. In the meantime, anybody that wants to watch that, go check out Sid Udy's video and Leon White, and we'll discuss it later. So, all right, Jeremy, he had this for us. So he was thinking about AEW and what it would take for them to compete. And obviously, if they were to get a bunch of big names from WWE, they possibly could. That's how WCW competed with WWF back in the day. So I was thinking, what can be done for this to happen? And it occurred to me, pro wrestlers have never had health insurance. Remember, Piper always tried to start a union and tried to get health insurance for the boys. So I looked it up, and AEW is actually offering health insurance to select wrestlers. So I'm not sure how selective this will be, but could this be enough plus high salaries to get big names to jump? So we'll start with that. Could that health insurance, which is huge for people, because right now they're basically contractors. They're private contractors.
Yeah, and they use the Lloyd's of London. I don't know if that's still a thing, but that's what they would do. That's what the older guys would do back in the day.
Yep. So do you think health insurance and bigger salaries would help them jump?
I think health insurance with the same salary would
help them jump. I don't even think it's
salary. Salary.
Either way,
salary.
I think that and the opportunity to get out because there's so much talent in WWE.
Right.
And we talked a little bit about this, and we'll hit on it real quick again. That for me, the only way I think that Vince can compete with this is start a third show. Put it on Wednesday. Because AEW is going to Tuesday. Start a Wednesday show on. He can get a TV deal easily. It'd be another production. He could do it.
He has NXT on the network, and I think that's what they use, though.
But NXT, they still need to keep development, though.
Right.
We talked about it. They need to still keep a development territory.
What's 205 on? Is that on network, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, 205 they could do away with that and start another big show. Get these guys that are on NXT, spread them out, or put them all on a Wednesday show that's not NXT. Just bring them up and bring other guys over there. They have way too much talent. So when the indie guys all came out and it was all big indie guys, they took every big indie name that came up. This time they didn't get Kenny Omega. He was the big indie name people wanted. Guess what? You didn't get him. So this is showing people that this isn't going to happen. They tried to get Cody back, of course, and I think it's because they were trying to. I think we know they were just trying to make sure that nothing happened.
Right.
No other promotion happened.
Absolutely. But I mean, to answer Jeremy's question, though, I mean, health insurance would be huge.
Oh my God, it'd be
Did
enormous.
he say if the WWE does that now or no?
They don't.
They don't. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that would be absolutely ginormous.
And
which is it works because the cons have obviously money to do that, but I'm sure getting health insurance for those guys in that.
And this ties into that. What do we think about the lack of it in pro wrestling?
There's lack of it in every sport. That's why they have unions.
Right.
So, I mean, wrestling's a little bit different than the NFL and NBA and all that.
And he mentioned that too. Is it fair since the independent contractors, or do they deserve it? Because he kind of tied it in. He'd love for it to be like the NFL, to where wrestlers, once they retire, they continue to receive compensation and health benefits. Although Vince, and we can all agree here, has done a nice job helping those in need over the years. Scott Hall's a perfect example.
I've heard that he, as long as the guys are good to him, I shouldn't say the guys.
He'll pay for their recovery.
Well,
everything.
He helps.
I've heard that if if you were ever in WWE or associated with Vince McMahon.
No. It's not even in good graces. Yeah.
If you have to go to rehab, he will pay.
He pays for
WWE pays for rehab.
Yep.
Which is a big thing. That's huge.
But that's and it is big as the rehab. But the other thing is health insurance is still quite important. And that's the thing of that is that if you break your leg in the ring, that's a lot of money.
Well, here's the other thing. So, and I could tell him kind of about this, so I'll just go on it now. So, I don't like to talk politics, so we won't. But this is sort of political, so we'll make it brief.
Rock McFoley 2020.
Yes, and
sorry, Rock and Sock Connection.
Rock and Sock Connection 2020. So, big thing. Now there's the Affordable Care Act. It's been around for several years. It closed off private insurance, so direct to consumer, essentially. Mm-hmm. Okay, so direct to consumer would be like the insurance goes straight to me, which I have. I go directly to Medical Mutual. I do not have our company's health insurance because it's cheaper for me to go direct to Medical Mutual. So, but in saying that, what has happened is it was supposed to end at the end of 2016. First day Trump got into office, he signed it to be end at the end of 17. He got in, extended it through 2018, and then extended it again through 2019. So I'm good with my private insurance through 2019. They don't offer it otherwise anymore.
Okay.
They need to open that back up so they offer it. They do offer, and when the president before, number 44, was in office, he had signed that you could get short-term health insurance. So for people that lose their job, they have COBRA, all this, but if they wanted to just get short-term health insurance otherwise, they could get it for 90 days. And it used to be 180. When Trump got into office, he made it 364 days. So people right now, for example, here's a good example. I know someone that is 63 years old. They want to retire, but health insurance is a big thing. Hypothetically, could retire at 64, like a day after their birthday when they turn 64, get that short-term health insurance for 364 days, and bam, once they hit 65, they're on Medicare. That can help people like them. I think if they open this up for the private health insurance and leave it back open and bring it back open how it was, I mean, it's a broken system regardless of what happens. That would help wrestlers to get their private insurance. They could probably still get it, but they're going to be paying high-ass premiums regardless because they're in a dangerous sport.
Right.
That's what happens. So
yeah, exactly.
It'll be interesting. Jeremy, that was something very different, and I like that. I like the thought behind it. Brandon, what do you think about it? Health insurance and wrestling.
I mean, I agree with what you guys are saying. I didn't really catch the question in the beginning because I was trying to get this to the right spot. But
you cannot multitask.
No, I can't. But from what I hear, it's health insurance.
Health insurance. AEW is going to offer health insurance.
I think that's.
Do you think that's going to get people? Is that enough to get people to jump?
Absolutely.
Was where it started.
Absolutely.
And like I said, I don't even think it's just that. I think it's people want a better opportunity for themselves.
Yeah, right. I mean, you have to.
And when it comes down to it, so. I think that it will be great. I'm looking forward to AEW. I think Double or Nothing is going to be, pay-per-view. I wish we could go to Vegas but the tickets are sold out, so it doesn't matter.
What's the day on that?
Is it May?
Ooh,
May 25th?
May 25th.
So it's Memorial Day weekend?
The week after I graduate.
I was just hoping it wasn't the week before because I will be in Columbus that weekend, so now I can watch it.
What's in Columbus?
That's the Sonic Music Festival. Is the weekend.
Oh, that's right. That is the week before. So we'll have to figure it out. We might just have to come to your place or I'll get together somehow and come here. I don't care. Whatever. We'll get it on pay-per-view.
It'll be interesting.
It's definitely worth the money. I want to watch it.
Absolutely. I mean, I doubt they're going to put it up for 50. They'll probably do it for like 25 or something to start.
Well, All In was – how much was All In?
I have no idea.
I think that was 25. You look that up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was something around there. From what I remember, I could be wrong, but I thought they started it off low. You kind of have to start it off low when it's a first up and coming, wrestling venture to get a buy at least. So maybe HD will be 35 and it'll just be 25 regular. I don't know. That's what I would charge though. Could see that. But with, I think, like I said, it's going to be a good time. It's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people are off, so it's absolutely perfect timing to, watch this event that's going to take place, and the card isn't completely filled yet, but if they do, Jericho and Omega, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that's happening. That is for sure happening.
If more people, obviously there'll be more people on the card. Cody Rhodes won't wrestle on that, will he? Or will he? I thought he's hurt, isn't he?
He might be hurt, and I think he's really going to take more of a authority type
but he has the NWA World Title, doesn't he?
No. He lost that.
Oh, he did?
I'm pretty sure he lost that.
I didn't know that.
Before he signed, when he left.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I thought he still had it, so he'd have to lose it. But, yeah, I certainly think that it'll be interesting for what kind of card they put together for that show. I think it should be a good card. I really do.
Right. It'll be good. Brandon, what are you looking forward to most on that?
For Double or Nothing, I mean, Omega and Jericho Part 2. Like I said, if you get a chance to watch like just the highlights of their build up to that match in New World Japan, I mean, it was great.
Oh, here we do have several matches. So you got Dr. Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose versus Kylie Ray. Cody is fighting.
Okay.
To be announced. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. SoCal Uncensored, so Frankie Kazarian, Scorpion Sky, and Chris Daniels versus SEMA, TBA. And then Hangman Page versus Pac, which is Neville. So far, it's going to be a pretty damn good card.
Okay, so I just looked it up. All in was $40 on pay-per-view.
So, yeah, it's like about when WWE started. Because, right, it's what, like 50, 60 now? 70 for WrestleMania? Well, we don't know because we've had the network.
Yeah, anyone who would be absolutely silly to not have the network and get all these practically for free.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just a casual fan and you just watch WrestleMania, I guess once a year, I mean, sure, pay the $70, but yeah,
or you can pay $120 for the year and get every single pay-per-view.
Exactly.
But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, if it's $40 again, absolutely, I'll get it, no doubt.
Well, then I'm definitely down to watch it if you guys are. So
yeah, definitely. We'll have to talk about it, and we'll have to put the matches together, so it'll be good.
What do you think, Brandon? You ready to watch it?
Well, before we even do that, we still need to do our Elimination Chamber
picks. That is very
then
true.
We can go in with.
But yes, I am excited to watch Double or Nothing.
You may be invited over.
I'll be on vacation because I'll be a college graduate by then, so I'll be happy.
When are you going to graduate college?
The 18th.
What are you, Tommy boy?
Yes.
A lot of people go to college for 8 years.
Yeah, they're called doctors.
Doctors.
Brandon,
did I hear a niner in there?
69.
You got a mini fridge for your 6-pack of big soda.
6-pack of beer.
Okay, we'll get way off topic on that. We'll just have to watch Tommy Boy as a watch along here.
Right.
So what do you got next? Elimination Chamber picks?
Yeah, let's just go through these real quick.
I don't even know the matches, so
It's
you're
right
going to have
there.
to read them
Can
to
you
me.
read that?
I can kind of read it.
Make it bigger.
That's what she said.
I can't read that.
How can you not read that?
Well, Brandon's blind.
Okay, now I can read it, yeah.
Okay. Gary, you can go through, or do you want me to go through so you can type?
Go
I'll
ahead,
through.
man.
Okay, so the first match that we have on here is the Women's Elimination Chamber. Nia and Tamina, the Riot Squad, Mandy and Sonya, the Iconics, Bailey and Sasha, and Naomi and Carmella. And the Riot Squad, Mandy and Sonya and Bailey and Sasha are starting off the match, correct?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Brandon. I got to have a surprise pick on this one.
I got the Iconics.
You know, that's where I was leaning, but after I found out Bailey and Sasha were going to be first, I think that they are going to win the belts. I think they're going to go all the way through.
Iconics. Isn't it like 2 eyes?
You have it spelled right there.
I don't know.
I don't think it's right, though. You said Sasha and...
I want you to put it in the Boss and Hug connection, please.
That's
or Boss Hug.
Boss Hug.
There you go. I like that. We should just put it in as Boss Hog.
You should. You'd be
You're
very
going
happy.
Nia and Tamina, huh? So we all have different ones. I like this. This is interesting.
Yep.
Okay, next, The Miz and Shane versus the Usos for the SmackDown titles. Go ahead and play it.
Want to play it? Okay.
It's okay. This won't take that long.
Yeah, I got Miz and Shane.
Yeah, I don't think... I think that what we talked about before, that eventually they're going to break up, I think it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to be now, so give me Miz and Shane as well.
Yeah, because we still got Fastlane, so, I mean, it could happen then and then.
And it might not happen at all.
It might not.
They might go through WrestleMania, or maybe it will happen at WrestleMania.
They might fool me again.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yes, fool me twice, shame on.
Gary took Miz and Shane as well. Okay, this will be the men's Elimination Chamber match. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joe versus... Who the hell is that? Is that Kofi?
Sorry.
All right, sorry.
Corey.
It looks like it says Corey.
It does.
Okay, I'm not going quite blind yet.
Let's come back to that one.
Okay,
That's
we'll do
gonna
that.
be the main.
Do that one last. Okay. Buddy Murphy versus. Give me Hold on, wait a second. Let me try to do this and tell me how wrong this is. Alora Tezawa.
Good.
Close.
All right,
Money.
Yeah. That's
Is this
good
for the
money.
cruiserweight title?
Yep. I got Buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I've picked Buddy Murphy the last few pay-per-views, so I'm just gonna stick with him. Make it easy. Someone will probably lose.
Mr. Buddy Bliss.
He'll probably lose it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Somebody will come up.
Okay. Ronda versus Ruby Riott. I would assume that's for the women's title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I figure Ronda will probably go across the board there.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Vince pulled one here and Ruby won, and then just to throw everybody off, and then Fastlane or something. She gets
Vince
the title
doesn't
back.
do that. Ronda hasn't
Just saying.
lost. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah.
Not till
We're going to
WrestleMania.
let her get beat just so she can take down. Oh,
Hey.
God.
I don't know.
All right. Next, you have Bobby Lashley and Leo versus just Finn Balor. Handicap match
Yep.
Okay.
For the Intercontinental title.
for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
I haven't watched much on this. Obviously Finn isn't going anywhere else, so it'd be cool if he had the Intercontinental title. Brandon, who do you got before I pick Finn?
Maybe Lashley.
I mean, I know that they're going to have new title holders because of the women's, no matter what, but I think the title will change.
Braun versus Corbin, no DQ.
Oh, man. This is where someone's going to, something's going to happen here. I'm going to go Corbin. I think someone's going to come out and mess with Braun, and that'll be who he faces at WrestleMania. I do.
Yeah,
I think something fishy is going to happen in this match.
I got the same thing. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, that could happen. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
No changing. No changes. Damn it. Come on, Gary.
Thank you for mentioning it because you made me change my pick.
You son of a bitch.
Drew McIntyre, who's not on the card.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's who's going to be, and that's who's potentially, because I know they talked about Cena and Drew, but I see Braun and Drew because Brock's going to be fighting Seth. So, and this, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with the WWE title, but let's get back to that, which will be the main.
Okay. Daniel versus AJ versus Hardy versus Orton versus Samoa Joe versus Kofi.
First off, I want to know what you want to see and then what you think will happen.
Man, I think they're going to keep the title on Bryan through WrestleMania, but I don't like it. But it's Daniel Bryan, and that's what they're going to do. So I think Daniel Bryan is going to win. He's going to escape with his title. What I want to happen, though?
Stone Cold, chasing Vince.
Yep, I want Stone Cold to win.
How old was Vince here?
Probably 48 or something like
What
that.
is he, 74 now?
Yeah.
So 20 years ago. Yeah, so 54.
There you go.
53, technically, because, he's born in August.
Thank you.
That's true.
I know it
it's
is.
true.
I think his birthday's a couple days after mine. It's like the 22nd or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Daniel Bryan is going to win. I would like to see the title change. I just don't think it's going to happen. And to whom, I don't really care. But, I mean, you got to think. Kofi isn't getting the title. Hardy isn't getting the title. Joe ain't getting the title. So it's either going to be Orton or AJ if the title changes. I could see it going to Orton. How many titles does he have? That'd be like 14, right? Yeah. So
See, who should win because it would throw everybody off. And I'll sorry, Brand, I'm going to speak first. Bryan, I think, wins, keeps the hemp title. And then I wish it were Samoa Joe because it would be unexpected. The guy never wins the big match, and he should, which is bullshit. But because I'd love to see him, go on main event WrestleMania and have him fight. Dude, I don't care. I'd love to watch him fight AJ. I love the story they told with the family back, earlier this year or last year.
Well, they just put on great matches. I mean,
And they always have, and the story they told was good, and that's why I like that they're starting to build a story with Becky and the Authority, which is going to be Becky and Vince. So I'm interested to see if like Triple H and Stephanie kind of take the face look and go with Becky, or if they side with Ronda, and then Shane comes in at that point, and well, he won't because he's going to be fighting there.
Mm-hmm.
But Becky has nobody. Maybe Austin returns to back up Becky. She is like the could happen, Brandon. That would make you excited.
I wouldn't. Oh my gosh,
it would be great. I don't see
You don't
it.
even know. I'd lose my freaking mind.
Now think. I want you to. I want to ask.
I'd be going crazy, more crazy than I did when the Hardys came back about 2 years ago.
When we talked about it, and then it was still unexpected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So CM Punk, do you think he would sign with AEW?
Yes.
I think he's done with UFC, so I could see it.
Okay, I think it'd be good for them.
Oh, I think it'd be great for him.
Yeah, another big name. Yeah, dude, anything you can take, because it does remind me a lot of WCW, the older guys that moved over. But I'm like, shit, Jericho's there. Jericho's still great. That guy's gonna be in his prime forever. Like, he's
Right.
awesome.
It'll be, like you said, it'll be very interesting to see. I mean, and that's kind of what they talk about now is all the guys that you watch back in this era, the '90s, the late '90s, who were 45, that
Stomping
really
his
didn't
ass in the
wrestle,
crowd.
stomping a mud hole.
Yep.
That didn't really wrestle. Now you look, you got Styles who's 42 or 43, right? You
Yep.
got Jericho
41.
who's up there. I mean, you got all these guys that are older. Orton, is up there, man. See, I feel like Orton's been there forever. I mean, it has, but you have all these guys who are just getting older, and they're not, they're taking good care of their bodies, and it's not the steroids anymore, and it's not all the drinking and all that. A lot of these guys don't even do half that shit now. So you're going to get guys who can wrestle a little bit longer because they're taking a little bit better care of their bodies. Brandon, you haven't made a pick.
Well, I've been waiting. So, what I'd like to see.
Sexting.
What?
You heard me.
No, what I think is going to win, I think Daniel Bryan's going to win. What I'd like to see is, of course, Jeff Hardy win the title, but that ain't going to happen.
How about this? Dream scenario for you, okay? Hear me out. Bryan, about to get pinned. Boom, Jeff Gordon drives the number 24 right over him, wins the title, pins him with his car. I mean, would you just mark out or what?
Oh my
Right into the chamber.
I thought you were going to say Bob Sparkplug Holly drives in
Right into the
No,
chamber.
Jeff
in
Gordon.
the 15.
Not Jeff Hardy, Jeff Gordon. By the way, we're like 5 minutes into this match, and they're still not in the cage. This is great.
Brandon, this is one of your favorite pay-per-views, but I only see you on your phone.
Because you guys are talking.
What does that have anything to do with anything?
Turn it up so Princess can hear
This
it.
is a damn podcast. You're supposed to be talking.
You guys
Yes, but I'm not going to sit here and
you
interrupt
guys
you
are
guys
talking
constantly.
during my wrestling match.
Oh my gosh.
Then
whatever.
interrupt. Use your big boy words.
How the hell do you turn it up? Give me this fucking thing.
Whoa!
It's
Jesus!
the first time ever.
God, Brandon with the language.
God, dude.
About time
Guys
you
are like
grow a pair.
freaking
Look at that
12-year-old
fat security guard right there.
12-year-old boys.
Look at that fat old man security
How
guard.
can you say fuck on the show?
Jesus, what the fuck, Brandon? God, your
Dick.
language. You remember the big bodyguard dude they had right there?
Yeah.
That dude's a monster, isn't he? Look at the dude in Hawaiian shirt or the camo, whatever the hell is he wearing? Is that a camo shirt?
I have no idea. It looks like it, yeah.
The crowd is wild. Look at Mike Chioda. Thank you, Michael Cole. We know it doesn't officially start till both get in the cage, you nerd.
So obviously this was after Vince McMahon came in and won the Royal Rumble. Austin came in at 1, Vince came in at 2, right? Or vice
Yep.
versa?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Vince was 2, Austin was 1.
And then, of course, the match, they fought off into the crowd and everything, and then they came back, and Vince obviously ended up winning. But this was also when The Rock and Mankind had their halftime heat, which was awesome. This was the match before.
Yep.
Where Mick Foley, Mankind, pinned The Rock with the forklift.
Yep.
During
Keg
the
of beer on it.
Yeah, during Denver and Atlanta Super Bowl. But yes, this is one of my favorite, just because just the story between those two that match before and this match right now, and then
Did you
of
say
course
Denver and Atlanta?
yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember
That
what
was
the
the
score
Super
of
Bowl.
that game was?
No, I don't.
34-19 Broncos.
That's true. Yes, it was. Good job.
They're going to say 69 to
I wish.
No, but this is of course when
Got a good one.
6.9.
This is of course when Stone Cold bounces Vince's head off the cage and he goes flying into the table.
Dude, this is a rough bump. I can't wait till we get there.
Absolutely.
Dude, that is a bad one because the table doesn't go.
No, it does. At first, no.
I mean, and
it
he
doesn't.
lands right on his back, right on his tailbone. Just looks terrible when he comes down.
But yeah, just 1999, awesome year to be a WWE fan, WWF fan at the time.
It's always WWF. It's still WWF to me, damn it.
So, but yeah.
Why did they always go for the Spanish announce table?
I have no idea.
What's up with that?
They get screwed
What's up
every
with that?
time. They get screwed every time.
Poor Spanish announce table. Oh, God.
Got a young Carlos Cabrera right there.
I think he goes down on this one, too. This is going to hurt my ass just watching it. You know, they said he did this, like, 5 times earlier in the day to show that he could do it, and then this one didn't go.
Who's that, Vince?
Yeah.
Here it goes. So, oh, jeez.
King. He may be dead. I love that call. He may be dead. He's clearly moving. He may be dead. How does your ass feel? It fucking hurt. God damn it. My ass hurts, pal. Rub it for me.
He's lucky he didn't break his tailbone.
Austin's like, shit. You know that, too.
He doesn't even see it at first.
Watch the slow-mo of this.
Oh, jeez.
Look at Hugo. Hugo just takes a tumble. Hugo's tumbles are the best. He's still down. Nothing even happened. He's just down. Look at Hugo. He's still down. No, he didn't even get touched. Oh, that is great. Look at him. He's out. Nothing even happened. Come on, Hugo. You're selling way too hard here, dude. Goodness. Carlos Cabrera still does Spanish announcing, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He still is. I like now how they have like every single table of announcers for every language you can possibly think of. It's ridiculous.
Unaki.
Indeed.
My wife gets pissed off every time they show him because that's exactly what I do.
Indeed.
Indeed. I think you text it every time too.
SmackDown, #1 announcer.
Funaki. Which Hebner is that?
I think that's the non-referee one.
Dave?
Yes, Dave. I couldn't think of his first name.
You know, they had like one of the best storylines in all time, right? And they did the double referee, the evil referee when Andre beat Hogan.
Yeah.
Hogan kicked out, though. That was awesome. One of the best storylines ever. Just sidebar. Is that a man or a woman?
I have no idea.
That's a man. That's a man, right?
Yeah, that's a man.
Sure?
I think. Do you remember it was a couple months after this, the female paramedic?
BB?
Yeah.
I think her name was Barbara Bush.
She lasted about 2 months and that was over.
What did you remember most about her? Her talent in the ring?
No. She couldn't wrestle at all. She was a terrible actor.
Actress.
I'm sorry. Actress. No, the Hills Were Alive, I can tell you that.
They're all actors, right? Screen Actors Guild Awards.
True.
SAG.
SAG. That's what my nuts do.
What's that called for? We know you're old, but...
A young Mike
man.
Chioda.
You're the one that said it, not me.
My Buckeyes.
You're the one that
They
said it,
hang
not
and
me.
sag from the tree.
You're the one that said it, not me.
Those are my nuts.
Yeah, your Buckeye tree is old. I just said that. Do you not listen? Let's see what Stone Cold has to say. Isn't that great? Give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Chioda caught that. Look at that. Look how he climbs out of there. They're just slowly walking away. Oh, he's gonna get flipped on the old ramp here. Oh, that's great.
It's awesome.
They made each other so much money. Jeez. Hit with the backboard. Oh, jeez. What was that guy's name? What was the security guy's name?
I don't know.
I know what it is. Hold on, look it up. But
I looked it up before.
I know what it is too. Finally, the match starts. Jim Dobbs. Is that it?
You got the right.
Dobson?
Dotson.
Dotson. Dotson, that's what it is. Jim Dotson. Okay. He's a big dude.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
What does he do now?
It says whatever happened to Jim Dotson. Let's check it out.
I think he got fired or he left in 2010 or something.
He was the head of protective services from 1995 to 2001.
Okay, so not that long then. 6 years.
He opened up his own security firm. Oh, no, that was prior to WWE, so never mind.
This is the best. Stone Cold to walk his way out to get a shot at WrestleMania, and what's Vince going to do? Give him the old double birds. Look at his face. God damn it. Close it. There you go, Steve. Wait until you see the knife start coming through the mat here soon.
That's him today. Still built like a shit brick house.
Jesus.
Who?
He looks like a fat, buff Bagwell.
Jim Dotson. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, sorry. This is sad. Passed away at age 49 in December of 2015.
Oh, he's dead? Oh, well, so he's not doing much now.
He's just laying around.
Guess. Oh.
This is a double white casket, I bet.
Guess who are graduates of Jim Dotson School of Security?
I mean,
Today.
there's how many billion people in the world?
7.
Oh, former wrestlers who are security guys today.
Godfather.
Virgil.
Huh?
Virgil.
No, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury.
Oh, God. Oh, Vince trying to climb out. Oh. Jesus. This is good, though. And flip him in. Back into the ring. I think he just said something to him. Paul, it's time. I think you can see just barely on the mat where he starts cutting.
Oh, jeez.
He juiced himself right here, cutting his head open. This is one of the best finishes, though, I think, ever. It's one of my favorite.
Yep.
There it is. Bleed, Vince. It's crazy that most of the time they just are hiding a blade in their tape to cut themselves with, you know?
It's weird.
You feel like you'd be a little bit more injured if that blade went elsewhere. I know they cover it up well with tape, but damn.
Yeah.
That'd have to suck. He gassed himself good, didn't he? Vince is just down, just talking to him. That's great. Oh, he's gonna get flipped off again?
Is the end coming?
It's close.
All right, well, real quick, before the end gets here, final thoughts. Would women main event WrestleMania if Ronda wasn't there to begin with?
Yeah, I think it would still be. I
Do you think it would still happen this year? If Ronda never showed up in WWE?
Yeah, I think Charlotte and Becky would
I disagree.
I don't think it would be main event, but it would be probably co-main event.
Yes. I don't think it would end the show because Ronda is such... It's the same thing with Lesnar. They're such huge draws. We hate seeing it. Huge draws, though. Is he going back again?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know if I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't even remember the outcome here.
Really?
Oh,
dude,
it's a big show. Let's put it that way.
Good
Thanks
one.
for ruining it, Dick.
I don't think they would though. I think with Ronda that it gets.
I'm with
into
you
that.
too.
They should. They should have even if she wasn't there. But I think Ronda.
She's
puts
such a
them on
draw.
that. Yep.
Puts
I
asses
agree.
in the seats like Brock.
That's right. Not for long till he leaves here after he loses his title.
Goes to AEW, fights Jericho.
That would be interesting.
He's negotiating with. He said Paul Heyman will Paul Heyman's going to negotiate him for him for WWE, UFC, and AEW.
Yep. All three of them, which is smart. That's what they're going to have to do. So it'll be
Brandon,
interesting to see.
did you eat all the gummy bears on Wednesday?
Yeah. You gave the bag to me and there was like 4 left. So, yeah, they're gone.
Now I'm going to have to start buying gummy bears again.
Well, he brought these like pop ones.
Yeah, they're not that great.
Well, these cookies are still here from Wednesday. I might have to kill another one.
Go ahead.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No,
Surprised you didn't eat them all Wednesday.
wanted to, but I thought that would
Did
be
you have
fun.
one on Wednesday?
No, I'm good. I don't want one right now.
There was
really,
8 to
either.
start. So Brandon, did you eat 4?
I don't know how many I've had.
So yes, because I think you only had one.
I had 1 or 2.
Now he's looking at him again. Stunner. All right, there it is. This
You really don't know how this ends?
No.
Well, watch.
You said big show, so you ruined it.
Not really.
Or you can just see the knife right here.
There's a knife?
They had to move the camera. Look, that guy fight. The guy sees it.
Oh, this is when he just came from... Is this his first appearance?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how he showed up.
So Vince is going to WrestleMania?
Nope.
Hold on. Just
yeah,
watch the
just
end.
watch.
I like that you haven't seen this finish. Just watch
Yeah.
it. You know, by the way, as I just listened to this podcast from Bruce and Conrad, he was under the ring 2 hours prior to the show starting.
Jeez.
He was
I don't know how they do
Big
it.
Show was under the ring. They said he had like an air mattress, and stuff down there, like TV, like food and all, like like a lunch and stuff to drink and all that. But they said he had a monitor under the ring.
Yeah, so like if...
But he was. I mean, but that's he had to
still,
lay
man.
there the entire
Like if
time.
Orton was under the ring, which I think he was. He was there for over an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think.
Probably on a mattress. Got a TV.
Here you go. Here's your end right here.
It's Mike Yoda, too.
Vince's reaction's priceless. Hey, Paul White just throws Big Show as he comes to be, just throws him through the cage and he wins because he lands on the floor. Vince. Even Stone Cold's like, oh shit.
Well, it was supposed to end like that.
Oh, absolutely, but it was still awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a
I've
finish.
never seen that.
Yeah, it was a finish that you don't see. He gets thrown through the cage to win.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Man, look at that head of hair he used to have.
Captain Insano.
What a great way to end.
It was.
Paul White throwing him through so Stone Cold can go win his belt back at WrestleMania from The Rock.
Yep, I love it.
What was this one? Would have been WrestleMania 15? 16.
No.
15.
15, yeah,
it was
15.
15.
Yeah, because 14 is when he won it from Michaels. He won it in 2 in a row.
Because who won the Rumble that year? Was it Stone Cold?
No,
No,
that
it
was
was
Vince
Vince.
McMahon this
Vince
year.
won that year.
And,
But
and
then
this was and then Shawn Michaels was commissioner, so he said they
Yeah.
have to have a match to do that because
Got it.
Vince isn't going to get the title shot.
Yeah.
So they said if Vince won this match, he could pick anyone for the
So
title
we
shot.
watched some of this card. So we know Gold Dust beat Blue Dust, which was a creepy ass match. Bob Holly beat Al Snow, which was awesome.
Loved it.
Big Boss Man beat Midian. JEFF, JARRETT, and Owen, the King of Hearts, beat D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry. Val Penis beat Ken Shamrock. Corporation beat DX. Mankind beat The Rock, ended in a draw.
Yep.
So remains champ.
Yep.
So when did Rock get the title?
He already had it.
Mankind was the champ though in this.
Yeah, but they had an I Quit match at Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
This was after Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Rock has the title.
So Mankind won it on January 4th. Technically, it was taped in December. Then they fought at Royal Rumble, where and I Quit, and clearly
when he faked it. Right?
Yeah, because that's not him saying
He was
I
knocked
quit.
out cold.
And he was, yeah.
But I
And
thought
then,
Mankind was the champ in this pay-per-view.
No. Did it say?
No, he was because he won it at halftime.
Yes.
That was a title match.
Yeah.
Oh.
So so it kind of flip-flopped back and forth for a little bit, and then are you eating
No, I moved
your
this.
gear?
Yeah.
So when does he lose it then?
Yeah, that's what I want to figure
Who?
out.
Mankind.
Mankind. When's he
He
lose
just
his-
lost it to The Rock today.
No, he didn't.
No,
it was a double count out.
Ended in a draw.
Oh, then I must have been on a Raw or something. When the title still changed on Raw. How do you?
You turn it down. All right, so yeah, we need to find out how he won that title or when he lost that
It
title.
was probably on a Raw. I think it was on a Raw the next day or something.
So anyway, anything else? It's going to be a good
Nope.
Daytona 500.
It is. I can't wait.
It's going to be a good Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
Hoping for some good stuff. Next week we'll watch Sid Udy. Thanks for people that listened to episode 53, which was Daytona Nights, the Ballad of Shane Falco. We don't know what we're going to name this episode yet, but you'll find out in about an hour and 15 minutes. We've got that time to figure it out when this episode releases. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Follow him on Twitter at Songs by Wes, and look for him on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Crandall Quality Lawn Care, Verizon, PNC, Charlie's Dodge. As always,
Next night on Raw, Rock wins the title in a ladder match
That's what I just said, but okay.
after Big Show performed a choke slam on Mankind off the ladder. You did not say that.
I said on Raw the next night.
You guessed.
Didn't I guess?
Well, I got it. I'm giving you the facts.
What, Wikipedia?
Yes. The facts.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Totally going to kill one of these cookies.